Alright, so I've been hearing Yuri Is My Job is getting an anime adaptation, and I've been seeing a lot of things are leaking from it, were leaking from it before, like, the PR team even got any chance to advertise it. I don't know if they still do, but it reminded me that I did make a video about it 3 years ago, and I honestly don't remember what I said in that video. But the last chapter, the last volume that I read of Yuri Is My Job was volume 6, but I don't remember whether I had intentionally stopped it or I just forgot about it and I forgot to pre-order the next volumes, because I've had some Yuri where I sort of just forgot it. It's not like I hate it so much I didn't want it to read it anymore. But seeing that the anime adaptation is coming out, it reminded me about the series, and I've recently purchased volume 7 and 8, so I'm gonna try and get caught up and also reread the entire thing again and see how 2022 Ike feels about the Yuri Is My Job series. But I've seen that there is a PV trailer, or I don't know, just a trailer in general. I wanted to check it out and see how it goes. I will say that if I am going to be doing a reaction series on this whenever it comes out in, like, I don't know, 2 years or something, it will be on my alternative channel, since my Yuri channel at this point is mainly for visual novels and reading materials. Any animated materials, I'm going to be moving it over to Ike's alternative. For some reason, I'm posting it on my Yuri channel. It's not confusing at all. Alright, so this is the official trailer. It starts off with German, because that's the one thing I remember from this. And the one thing that I've learned with just this phrase right here, I've learned from someone who speaks German that it's not correct. But hey, I don't speak German. I'm just none the wiser. I don't even know what this says. But alright, let's check it out, huh? It's certainly a voice that very fitting for these two. I really do like the color palette of Yuri Is My Job. Alright. Hold on. Alright, so that was just a show off of, like, a little bit of the animation and the voice actor for the two main characters, and like I said, they are very fitting for these two, especially for the characters that they are acting as, if you guys don't know what is the premise of Yuri Is My Job. So I do want to take a look at it again. I just want to keep the volume at low because I wanted to look at the lighting, the backgrounds. It's looking very nice. And then we see the other character design, and I think I've already said I really like the color palette. I really like the blue on Hime's friend. Can't remember their names right now. Oh man, them ears. Alright, so it gives you a very small little taste. I wonder, I saw another trailer, I wonder if, God, the fact that you can see my video. Oh god. So, yeah, so this is not any, so that was just somebody having an extra 20 seconds for their end screen. But alright. That's very nice. So, what I wanted to talk about was the adaptation, since I've only heard about it becoming an adaptation, and there's really no date for it just yet. And that's why I said like 2 years from now. 2-3 years, you never know. I had seen that, and so I saw today on, someone had said, another fucking source, and then I checked it myself. I mean, I go on a very obviously reliable source that is my anime list, but I saw the adaptation is getting animated by Passione and Studio Lings. And if you guys don't know who Passione is, if you guys have not been on my channel for a while, they're the one who did Citrus, which I have a lot of salt towards the Citrus animation, and it makes me it makes me just a tiny bit upset nowadays. I don't hold as much salt as I do before. To give them credit, they did make a good, I'd say a good animation of Mieruko-chan. This is from my memories, so I felt like they kept their quality rather stable throughout the entire series, unlike Citrus, where the quality of that anime just, after episode 3, it was just going downhill. It was really sad, but they kept the quality for Mieruko-chan good for the most part, and they had done a few changes with the manga, which I do enjoy, because the manga sorta has this, not to say rush feeling, but it had this feeling of like, I need to get to my deadline, so you have a lot of things that kind of just fly past you in the manga, but in the anime, Passione had decided to give a little bit more context to it, so I like that very much. Sort of like in the first episode, it kind of gives you a beginning to how Miko starts to see all these ghosts and everything. So I do like the adaptation of Mieruko-chan, and that is the last thing I've seen of Passione, so I'm not, I still take the piss out of Passione, but I'm not, I was going to say I'm not too worried about the adaptation for Yuri Is My Job. It looks, you know, from the PV, it looks nice, but I'll have to see more trailers and just waiting for the actual anime to come out eventually. But I saw that it was also getting, it's a collab, and it was going to, Studio Lings was going to be a part of it as well, and I was kind of like, what is, who are Studio Lings and what did they do? And so I decided to go and check. But I saw that they're the people who made Tachibana-kan Triangle, which I think I've only seen 3 episodes of, but this is a relatively short anime, and this is like a 3 minute per episode anime, but I saw that they didn't even make that themselves, so it seems like they haven't really had an anime that they've done by themselves, so it's just been more of a collaboration, and I don't know if that is what their studio's about, like if they're working on something specific, you know, because some anime studios, they work with another studio that will do like the CG for them, or the 3D models for them and all that. So I was wondering if that's what Studio Lings are. And so I was like, okay, so they worked with Creators in Pack for this. And so I was like, let's go check out what Creator Packs is, right? And so I go in and I see that Creator Packs is the same, it's the same studio that made Netsuzo Trap. And all I could think of is like, wow, what a rabbit hole I fell from. But at the very least, Creators in Pack is not the one who's animating Yuri Is My Job, so that is nice. I just realized I gave this, I gave it a 4 out of 10 for Netsuzo Trap. Damn. I can't even remember, like, my reactions to it, but apparently people still watch it, and that's very cringe, I feel. Cringe for people watching me anyways. Anything that's, like, from 3 years ago, anything, like, below 2019, extreme cringe. I don't want people to watch it. Stop watching videos from 2018 and below. I would say I'm a little worried, but, again, Creators in Pack is not a part of Yuri Is My Job. Studio Lings, right now I'm still trying to figure out what is their part in this. I also don't really remember too much of Tachibana-kan Triangle because, again, I think I've only seen it 3 episodes, and that's like from a very long time ago. Okay, so they have been doing a lot of other work, Studio Lings anyways. They've been doing a lot of second key animation, finish animation, in between animation. So, okay, so they have been working on, alright, in between animations. Okay, so I want to know what second key animation is, actually. After key animation, next up, check the key. It's a relatively new concept in anime. When was this written? 2020? Okay. A cleanup. Oh. Clean up Wolfgang. They pass on. Pump out more animation. Oh, okay. So they're more or less they're like the cleaners for Passione, which would be very nice. If Passione is the main and Studio Lings is helping them clean up. Alright. Honestly, after doing a little bit more research on that, I feel a little bit better. But alright, Yuri Is My Job is getting an animation, and I say that even if it might not be a Yuri that I like, not saying that I don't like Yuri Is My Job, again, there are things that I like in that series, there are things that I don't like, just like with a lot of Yuris that I read. But even if it's a Yuri that I don't like, I'm still glad that we're getting more Yuri out into the sea. So, you know, I'll have to. It's been years since I read Yuri Is My Job, and so I'm gonna have to do a reread and also catch up all the way to volume 8 that we in the West have right now. So I'll give you my updated opinion on on Yuri Is My Job, or at the very least, I'll just keep myself updated and wait until the anime comes out. But let me know what you guys think about the news, and if I have anything else to say, I will write it in the description down below. Thank you guys for sticking around, and I will see you guys when I see you guys.